Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So I'm doing a different sort of video today. I am obviously in my car, but I am right outside Disc Replay, and in my trunk is a giant box just loaded to the brim with DVDs and Blu-rays. So 90% of them, that's probably too high. Maybe 75% of them are duplicates that I've upgraded, but the rest are just like things I decided I'll never watch, and so I don't need them anymore. So my goal today is to see what I can get for them. I know at Disc Replay they only offer like 10 to 20 cents a DVD, but it's so much better. It's so much easier than having to do it on eBay or something like that. It would just take too much time. I want to just get them out of my house because they're taking up space for no reason. So, you know, a dime or two for them is better than them sitting in my box. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to have no idea what these are going to be worth. I'm guessing like if I get $50 for it, I'll be pretty surprised because this is a lot of like older stuff. They're probably not going to take all of them. I was at another Disc Replay yesterday and they mentioned that they had a limit of 50 DVDs a day. So I might hit my limit because I think there's closer to 100 DVDs. So we'll see. No idea what's going to happen today. But hey, you know, it's worth trying at least see what they're going to give me. So let's do it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like down below. That really does help me out. But with that said, I'm going to get this box out of my trunk and get TradeIn. Just for reference, here is the box. This is only the first layer. And again, a lot of this is just like dollar store crap I didn't need, duplicates, things like that. So yeah, we're going to see what Disc Replay has to offer me today. So I got a ton more than I expected, which is just fantastic. I loaded up, I have like two giant bags. Excuse the bounce here. I have two giant bags filled with stuff. So I'm heading home because it's just too warm to film in the car. So I'm heading home and I will show you guys everything I grabbed. The bounce on this is absurd, so I apologize. But anyway, let's get home so I can show you guys what I grabbed. All right, so I am back home now in my normal filming location. It's just easier to do it this way, so I figured I would just come down here and film here. But anyway, that was ridiculous. You know what? I actually have my receipt in my wallet here. Let me see if I have like the original trade value amount. I think it was like, yeah. So you can see here, $176.70. I got over $175 for everything I traded in, which was honestly like notably more than I was expecting. I think I said before I went in that if I got $50, I'd be happy. So when the dude came up to me and told me how much it was, I was super excited because I already had a cart just filled with stuff that I was figuring out like what would I put back, what would I keep, and so yeah, so I got that, and then of course I grabbed more things. So I still have, let me see here, I still have like $60 left in credit, as you can see on the bottom here, $60. So that is fantastic. Now, if I would have taken the time to list all of those and sell all of those on eBay, maybe I would have made more, but it would have been a year from now. So I understand that there are multiple camps when it comes to getting rid of things. There is the camp that never trades anything in, never gets rid of anything. I understand that. I respect that. I'm running out of space. I need room for new things. And so that's why a giant box had to go. And frankly, probably the majority of those were duplicates of things I either upgraded to Blu-ray or upgraded from Blu-ray to 4K. And so I didn't need those anymore anyway. A lot of them were Dollar Tree movies that I paid $1 for and just looking back on it now, just realized like I'm never going to watch these. There's no point in them taking up my shelf space. I did go through a ton, like basically all of my Dollar Tree movies, and figured out which ones I still want to have access to, which ones I just didn't need anymore. And so the ones in those boxes were just ones I didn't need anymore. And probably 99% of the Dollar Tree ones were DVDs. And so they were not ones that many people like that are watching my channel would be interested in. So I didn't really feel like it was worthwhile to post those. Now, I do have another stack over there. It's a much smaller stack, but those are ones I actually do plan on selling on eBay, because I went on eBay, searched a bunch of different titles, and anything where I could sell it for a certain dollar amount or more, then I took out of the box, and I'm going to try to do it the eBay route, because after you factor in shipping and handling, the time that it's going to take to do all this, it just isn't worth it unless I'm making at least $5 a movie doing it on eBay. And so even that's kind of low. So I don't know. It just is what it is. With that said, I was able to turn that box of basically junk at this point, in my opinion, into just a ridiculous amount of stuff here. And I still have $60 to spend at Disc Replay the next time I go. Plus, I have like a 20% off my entire purchase the next time I end up going to Disc Replay. I did ask them, they do have a Nintendo 64. They have a couple of them in stock right now for $100. I could get 20% off of that. Maybe there's some games I want. I don't know. It's an option. I don't know if I'm going to go that route or not, but it's an option if I choose to. So yeah, I was thrilled with everything that went down today. I was in there for like an hour and a half, which is just ridiculous, which I know I'm just rambling now and you guys don't care. But anyway, let me show you what I have. I have manga. I have DVDs, I have Blu-rays, I have 4K items here. It is just loaded. And so the only thing I don't have in this pile are video games, which it's just because I didn't take the time to look through the video game section today. I still have $60. Maybe that'll be the next thing I do. We'll see. But anyway, let me start off with the manga I picked up, because there's really only 2 series, which is pretty ridiculous. But the first one here I found was Persona 5, and this is Persona 5 Volume 1. And this is written by who? Hisato Murasaki. And so yeah, this is one that I've been wanting to read for a while now. I started playing the video game a couple years ago, maybe a few years ago. Whenever it was new, I started playing it, and I liked it, but it's just a 100+ hour RPG that I cannot get into. I need to like admit to myself that I am not going to sit down and play 100+ hours of an RPG. It's just not going to happen. And so I figured this would be a cool way to get the story. And so I've wanted to read these for a while. This was out there, and all of these manga you can see on the back are $4.99. Normally this is this is normally a $10, but the next ones are all a $13 manga that I was able to get for $5 each. And so Persona 5 Volume 1 is the only of the Persona series I was able to find, unfortunately, but it's still cool because I did find another series that I have been wanting to read for a very long time. This is, a very long time, ever since I started reading manga, so earlier this year. But anyway, this is Goblin Slayer, and this is Volume 1, and these are written by, art is by Kosuke Kuros, and original story by Kumo Kagyu. So not only did I find Volume 1, but I ended up finding, where are we at here? Volumes 1 through Volume 9. So when I first saw these in there, I got really excited. I sent a picture to my buddy, and he's like, buy them all. And I was like, no, that's not going to happen. But then I got the value back on my what I was getting for my trade-ins, and they have the buy 5 get 1 free on all non-DVDs. So you'll see everything here. Like, such a good deal because I have so many items. I got 3 things free of the Blu-rays and manga. And then I got half of my DVDs for free, which is just ridiculous. And so because I needed some more items to fill in like the next buy 6 or buy 5 get 1 free, I ended up just grabbing the whole set. The great thing about these is I bought them at, well, if you think about it, less than $5 a piece because, with the buy 5 get 1, it would average out. Or, you could take off an X amount of whatever change off of each one. And I paid nothing because I, it's trading credit anyway. But if I decide I don't like this series, I can sell them for virtually the exact same price I paid for them, if not a little bit less. And so, yeah, this is one that it felt very low risk to me that I was, willing to pick up the first 9 volumes. So Goblin Slayer, where's the cover here? Goblin Slayer volumes 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is fantastic. So that is all of the manga I picked up. And I think that was really cool. Along with Persona. Maybe I'm going to do a manga reading vlog where I read like all 9 volumes that I own of Goblin Slayer. We shall see. But anyway, from here, where should I go? You know what? My biggest stack is my DVDs. And so I guess I'll do DVDs last. So let me start out. Excuse me. Let me start with the Blu-rays I grabbed. And so the first one here is The Sitter. So this is a Jonah Hill comedy. I think it's a remake of the original Adventures in Babysitting, potentially. But I love Jonah Hill. I know that is not a popular opinion for some people, and that's fine. I just think he's hilarious. And so I wanted to check out The Sitter. Always one I've wanted to see, and I was able to find it for a good price, so I did it. This one was just to continue a series. This is Marine 6, Close Quarters. And you can see, not only is The Miz in here, but the man is in there too, Becky Lynch. So that's awesome. So yeah, really excited that I was able to get Marine 6. This one was a little bit more expensive on Amazon, which is why I didn't grab it. I still need Marine 5, which is in my Hamilton book cart, and it's been in my Hamilton book cart for like almost a year now, I feel like. But I need to get that one in order to complete the Marine series, so I will do that soon. Then I decided to pick up Battleship on Blu-ray. This is one that I know is probably dumb, but it's probably big, dumb fun, which is what I'm hoping for. And I've been thinking about it lately for whatever reason. It was another one of those family video movies where I always remember people renting it and talking about it, but I just never got a chance to see it. So I figured I would pick it up and see what the fuss is all about, if it's as bad as people say. So this next one here I actually saw on Netflix, I guess it was, over, I think it was during COVID, so like last summer, I think. I really loved this movie. I was kind of blown away by it. It's a very basic heist movie. It's called Heist. It's very basic at what it does, but I think it's so good. Like, I had such a good time with it. I really like the acting, and it is fantastic. Batista is in this, who's fantastic. But then it also has Robert De Niro and, oh man, the main character, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He is great in this. Has that like daddy-daughter relationship in there that plays a key role in this, and you guys know I'm a sucker for that, so I loved this movie. I think I gave it, I don't know if I gave it 5 stars, but I may have given it 4.5 or 5 stars. Like, it was great. So very happy that I was able to find this on Blu-ray, because I'd only ever seen it on DVD. I think it was actually at Big Lots on DVD, and I almost grabbed it, but it was like $5 on DVD, and I said, no, it's too much for a DVD. So I was able to find it for like $6 on Blu-ray, or less than if you take out the free one. And then this one here I had in my hand at the last time I was at Disc Replay. I ended up putting it back, but this is one that I've been wanting to see for a long time. And so this is Rush with it's a Chris Hemsworth, and it's a Ron Howard directed film. And so I've heard great things about this. It did come with the slipcover, which is fantastic. Assuming I can get this sticker off, I will be happy, which I probably can, because I normally do. But yeah, this is supposed to be an excellent film, and I have been wanting to see it for so long. So this, of course, is a F1 racing film. I believe it's based on a true story, but I don't know for sure, I guess. But yeah, this is supposed to be just a great film, and so very much so looking forward to checking out Rush. And then, speaking of Hamilton book, I've had this triple pack in my cart for about the same amount of time I've had the Marine 5 in my cart, but I haven't pulled the trigger. So this one is not the Hangover triple pack. It has Hangover 1 and Hangover 2, but then it also has Due Date, which, if you guys follow my, I guess it was a thrift store haul, I think I found Due Date on DVD for, the 50 cents I paid or whatever it was. But now I was able to upgrade it to the Blu-ray because it was part of this triple feature for only $5, which is a really good deal for 3 movies. And it kills me because I was at another, where was I? It was a Disc Replay yesterday, I guess. And they had The Hangover Part 3 in their clearance section for $2 on Blu-ray. And I said to myself, no, you don't need it because you don't have the first 2 yet. Oh man, I messed up. And so I will be definitely going back to that Disc Replay to pick up that 3rd one. So I have the entire Hangover trilogy. But in the meantime, I was able to find Hangover 1 and Hangover Part 2 along with Due Date. I love these triple features, so that's awesome. And they're so cheap, so that's great. And then I found this really interesting looking horror film. It's called The Turning, and it's based on a oh my goodness, what is his name? Henry James. I just read something from him recently, I think, but I'm assuming it's Turn of the Screw. But it has the dude from the boy from The Strangers in it. So this one looks interesting as heck. It's going to be a paranormal, a haunting movie of some sort. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. I haven't heard too much about this one. So if you guys know if this is a good horror movie, let me know down below. But it looks like a lot of fun. So The Turning on Blu-ray. And that's the last Blu-ray, I guess, because the next one here is the only 4K disc I found. And this is one that I needed to complete my Terminator collection. At least I think it's to complete it. There might be one more in here that I need to get yet, but Terminator Dark Fate on 4K. So you can see the price there. It was an awesome price. It does come with the slipcover, so I couldn't pass it up. Had to add it to the collection. I've been really enjoying the Terminator movies that I've watched so far. I've seen the first two within the last couple months here, so I do plan on continuing that series, and this was one that has been on my cheap 4Ks to find list for quite some time now. So the fact that I was able to find it so cheap, of course, I wasn't going to pass it up. So the only 4K disc I got is Terminator Dark Fate, and this is supposed to be like a like demo-worthy 4K disc. Every time I hear about it, it's, well, the movie sucks, but the 4K looks phenomenal. So, and there are some people who do like the movie, and, you know, given who I am, I'll probably enjoy the movie good enough, but we'll see. So anyway, now let's wrap this up with DVDs. I got 18 DVDs, so that means I bought 9 and I got 9 free, which is awesome. So I'll preface this by saying that I am currently on a MMA kick. I'm on a UFC kick. And so I've been buying a bunch of UFC related DVDs for whatever reason. And I've been watching them and they're a lot of fun. And so you'll see that in like my September media haul. You'll see it in there and you're going to see some here. So I'll kind of go through these a little quickly, but this is UFC Ultimate Submissions Volume 2. So this is just like a compilation disc of some of the best submissions from a specific year. I want to say this is probably like 01, 02. Oh no, this is actually 2012. So they have Ultimate Knockouts, and I just grabbed Volume 3 of Ultimate Knockouts, which was like 2002 to 2003, which is why I thought Ultimate Submissions maybe were around the same time, but this looks like it's newer. So Ultimate Submissions Volume 2. I was able to find UFC number 71, which has Chuck Liddell versus Quentin Rampage Jackson, which this case is falling apart. I will have to replace that. Unfortunately, I just got rid of like all of my replaceable DVDs, but that's all right. I will find one for this one. So UFC 71. UFC 54, Boiling Point. I actually found a good number around this era the other day, so I was happy to find 54, which has... who is it? Chuck Liddell and Jeremy Horn as the main event there. And then we have, what is this? This is UFC 131. And this is, it says over 5 hours, which is just crazy. It's a 2-disc set, so I'm not sure. Looks like there is just a bunch of fights on this one, so that's really cool. So, like I said, UFC 131, Dos Santos versus Carwin is the main event there. So I guess those were the UFC ones I grabbed. And then I did get a wrestling one as well. This is Road Warriors, the life and death of the most dominant tag team in wrestling history. I was a huge Road Warriors fan growing up, you know, just one of the greats all time. And so when I saw this, I knew I had to have it. This is one I've been wanting to watch for a very long time. I remember way back when I would still like download things, you know, download torrents or whatever. This was one I had, but I never ended up watching it. And so I'm very happy that I was finally able to find it. And now I can give this one a watch. This is another one. It's a 2-disc set. So you're going to have the documentary and then the matches on the opposite, disc, which is really cool. So now I will say I am very happy because I feel like I can talk wrestling more openly nowadays. I know that, you know, the majority of you don't care, and that's fine. But thanks to AEW just being fantastic, it just feels like more people are watching. In the last 2 stores I went into, I was having a conversation with the cashier about wrestling, which is, I mean, hasn't happened since I was probably, you know, probably before high school, middle school, high school, when I would go with my mom where, you know, somewhere, I would find someone with a wrestling shirt and we would start talking. But yeah, wrestling is coming back, and that is fantastic. But yeah, so I'll leave the wrestling talk there, but I do have to talk about it for a couple more seconds because I did find a ScoobyDoo WrestleMania mystery original movie, and this one is still brand new. You can see it has the Walmart Black Friday promo sticker on it, but this is a full-length movie. I have not only been on a UFC kick, but I've been on a Scooby-Doo kick, and so again, you will see some more Scooby-Doo in my September wrap-up, but I did find this one here, so I couldn't pass it up. This is Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Mystery, an original movie. Really cool one for the collection. This was awesome because I feel like this may have been mismarked. It was in the DVD section, or it was in the anime section, but it didn't have a price sticker on it, so they counted it as just a regular DVD. But this looks fantastic. This is Metropolis, and I don't know. Let's see if I can find a year on this one. Looks like 2002 is when the DVD came out, but yeah, I believe this is just like an anime retelling of the original Metropolis from whenever, the 30s or whatever. But what's really cool about this, you can see the back there, is a full-length movie, an anime, of course. There is the inside, which looks awesome. So there's disc 1. Looks pretty normal. But then, take a look at disc 2. Isn't that weird? Look how... it's like a GameCube disc. That is so strange to me. I've never had a DVD that's this small before, so I think that is just fascinating. And there is all the special features on there. So yeah, I am very intrigued to see how that works in my player. But yeah, either way, really cool. Metropolis anime, so a cool anime for the collection. Starting to build that up a very tiny bit. I think I have, a couple things in there now. Well, I guess movie-wise, I have quite a few anime, but when it comes to TV series, I only have like one, maybe two now, I think. But anyway, so, and then I have a couple of like movie packs here, because that is really the best bang for your buck. Like, if I go through and count the number of movies I got, it's just crazy. So this first one here is a triple feature with one of the best, Denzel Washington. This is for Queen and Country, The Mighty Quinn, and Out of Time. So I think I might have Out of Time on DVD already, but that's okay. I do not have The Mighty Quinn or for Queen and Country, and reading the back of them looks pretty good. For Queen and Country is basically like this decorated veteran leaves the military, he comes home, and he is kind of forced back into that life some way, somehow. And then Mighty Quinn is supposed to be a little bit more lighthearted, kind of a comedy, action, romance type thing, from what I can tell. And then Out of Time, I believe, is just a full-fledged action movie. Yeah, it says a spellbinding thriller. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. A really cool deal for 3 movies. And let me see if these are all... Oh yeah, it looks like they're all on separate discs, which is great. So... awesome. Very happy to find these. You know what? I didn't check to see if these were widescreen. I just realized that, but they are. Thank goodness. So that's good. So that's the first triple feature. The second triple feature I found is a JeanClaude Van Damme triple feature. I have wrestling on the brain. I was going to say Rob Van Dam. Anyway, JeanClaude Van Damme. We have Kickboxer, Replicant, and Universal Soldier. If you can see on the bottom there, you probably see better on the back. So this is supposed to be a 3-disc set. So let me see. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the one that wasn't open at the top. So I don't know if you can tell or not, but there are 3 discs in there, so that's perfect. So yeah, the Van Damme set with Replicant, Universal Soldier, and Kickboxer. 3 I did not have in the collection, so happy to add those. And then the last set here is one of those, like, when you think Mill Creek, at least years ago, when you think Mill Creek, at least what I did, this is what I thought about with Mill Creek, are these giant box sets. And this is one of those, not quite as big as their 100 movie sets, but this is a 20-film Alfred Hitchcock, A Legacy of Suspense box set. So there are 20 films on here spread over 4 discs. So what I did is just took like a sampling of the items that are available on here and seen if I own them, checked them out on my list, and I didn't own many of them. And so, in an effort to have as much Hitchcock in my collection as humanly possible, I figured this would be a good, cheap way to do it. And I have 20 films, and I paid like an average of like $1.50 for total. So 20 films divided, or $1.50 divided by 20 is, you're paying pennies per film here. So even though they're not going to be the best quality because there's only 4 discs, I'm totally fine with that. And this is, like I said, very old school Mill Creek. They still have the whatever these are, the paper sleeves to hold the discs. So yeah, either way, cool little set to have, 20 films for as cheap as I got them. Yeah, I'm going to add some more Alfred Hitchcock to the collection. So happy about that find. And then this one just looked, I'd never heard of this before. It's from IFC Films. Is it IFC Midnight? Yeah, IFC Midnight. It's called Beneath the Dark. And so this one is, so what this reminded me of when I was listening to it was something like Vacancy, which is a movie I love. I was actually looking for it while I was there today and couldn't find it. But anyway, this one has Jon Stewart and Jamie Lynn Sigler in this. And basically they, are out on vacation or whatever. They end up in this motel and they are dealing with this like creepy clerk or whatever they call him. Yeah, desk clerk. That's right. Okay. And then things kind of get weird from there. So I don't think it's going to be like Vacancy. I think it might be a little darker, a little more supernatural maybe, but we'll see. Looks really cool. Never heard of it, so I wanted to pick that one up. This one was a really cool find, I think. I know this is available on Blu-ray, but I've never seen it before. I have no idea if I'm going to like it. This is UHF with Weird Al Yankovic. And so this is directed by Jay Levy, and I don't know, let's see, 1989. So this is just supposed to be like a bonkers comedy where the main character is trying to revive a radio station, and it kind of takes off. And so, yeah, I've heard really good things about this over the years, and I have always wanted to see it. I used to listen to Weird Al when I was in like middle school. I thought he was just hilarious. Like Gangster's Paradise. Is that, no, Amish Paradise. That's the one I'm thinking of. That was like brand new when I was in middle school, and it was just all the rage. And so I loved Weird Al at that point. So I figured I would give that one a shot. Speaking of movies I'd never heard of before, we have another one here with Gary Sinise, Vincent D'Onofrio, Mekhi Phifer, and Madeline Stowe. This is Imposter. This one sounds really cool, and I really just wanted it because I'd never heard of it before. I am frantically searching for a date on here, and I don't see one, so I don't know what year this was. But this just sounds awesome. It is a futuristic thrill ride. It says, in the future, not everyone is who they seem to be. So sounds very interesting. I don't know. It gives me like Blade Runner vibes, which actually I just saw the word. So, okay. No kidding. So this is actually from the Total Recall and Blade Runner author. What was that? Philip K. Dick, right? Who wrote those. And so I did not know that this was another Philip K. Dick adaptation. That is fantastic. So yeah, really looking forward to checking this one out. Don't know much about it. So if you do, let me know down below because I'd love to learn more. I was trying to see if there was any other names I recognize on the back of this, but I don't. Tony Shalhoub is in this as well. That's fantastic. Monk is in this. Oh, I cannot wait to see that. That's going to be cool. This next one here, I have picked up and put down so many times, and I figured today's the day, just pick it up. This is the original miniseries. So this is a miniseries that was on TV back in, the 90s, I want to say. I don't know if it could have been late 80s, early 90s, but this is an alien invasion film that I've always wanted to see. This is the snapper case here, which is really cool. So shout out to Miranda. She loves her snapper cases, and I haven't had one in a bit, so happy to have this. Get that closed up there. Yeah, so this one is supposed to be pretty darn good. I know there is like another, I want to say like a sequel series to this or something, so I'll have to find that eventually. But yeah, I decided today was the day to grab the original series. Very happy to add that one to the collection. This one is another one I hadn't heard of before, but it has Jennifer Love Hewitt, who I am in love with, or at least I was way back when. And then Will Ferrell is in this as well. This is called The Suburbans. So I guess the Suburbans is an old 80s band, and Jennifer Love Hewitt, her character, was obsessed with them way back when, but now she's trying to revive their career as this like producer of theirs, essentially, and it's supposed to be pretty fun. It has Will Ferrell in it, and he's playing in a band. Like, I don't know why, but that sounds excellent, and so I'm really excited I came across this one, because again, I'd never heard of it before, so I think this is a pretty cool ad for the collection. Again, I don't know what year this is. It might be 2000, but I'm not positive. I don't know how I hadn't heard of this if it's from 2000, but either way, happy to add that one to the collection as well. This one looks awesome. This is who is this one? I just saw what is it? Tribeca Films. Yeah, Tribeca Film. Is it Tribeca? I don't know. It was in the Tribeca Film Festival, if nothing else, but anyway, this is called Only. And this is a dystopian / post-apocalyptic film where I guess like there are no women left on Earth. There was a plague that took out all the women, and so we are following the one female that is left alive. And so that is right up my alley. No clue how I hadn't heard of this one before, but it looks fantastic. So really excited to check out Only. See if there's a year on this one. Probably 2019, because that was in the Tribeca Film, when it was in the Tribeca Film Festival. Okay, so we have two more here. First one here is a movie I had heard of before. I really would have loved to have found this one on Blu-ray, but again, for the price, I will check it out on DVD. This is The Void. This is another family video one here. Let me see if this was from my store. Doesn't say. No, they don't have the store sticker on there, so I don't know for sure. But yeah, this looks really cool. Very, Lovecraftian horror that I've heard really fun things about. So excited to check out The Void. The Void. Yep. So that should be a cool one. And then last but not least, this is actually a Scream Factory title, and I've wanted to see this one since I heard about it because it looks right up my alley. It is space horror, which it's probably like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite things out there. One of my favorite genres is space horror. And so this is another one. I would like to have it on Blu-ray eventually, but I'll take the DVD for now. This is Sputnik. And so this one just came out, I want to say like last year or 2019. Yeah, 2020. And I've heard kind of mixed things about it, but that's okay. It is my type of film, so I have to check it out. Basically, what this is about is the only survivor did not come back alone. So that pretty much gives you kind of what you need to know about Sputnik. So yeah, this one sounds like a blast, and it is Scream Factory. So it's going to go in my Scream Factory collection, which is always always a good thing. So yeah, that is everything, you guys. So much stuff here, it's just ridiculous. So again, I know not everyone's going to be happy about me trading in things for maybe lower than what they are worth, but this was super easy. I spent an hour and a half in the store and now I'm done, and I have a bunch of cool new things here. Plus, I still have $60 in store credit to use. So for me, this was definitely a winning day. I'm very happy with how everything turned out. But let me know down in the comments, have you guys read any of these? Have you seen any of these? Let me know anything that you might recommend out of this, or anything that you might think is maybe not worth my time. Then I can push that one toward the bottom of the list. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this one. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, please give it a like down below. That really helps me out. And maybe consider subscribing to Cinefessions here on YouTube. Because like I always say, I don't just talk one thing media, I talk all things media. Be it books, movies, manga, video games, collectibles, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.